Today's video is a game changer, quite literally a game changer. If you incorporate the information I put out today on this video, your life will change forever. I plan and I intend to incorporate and include this information I'm putting out today in my future. And whatever I've seen in my spiritual journey so far, none of it comes close to this. I'm going to talk and reference a conversation which I watched last night on YouTube. It was a conversation that Matt Kahn had. And Matt Kahn spoke about various different points and various different very important elements of dealing with past trauma. Now, it's worth noting that Matt Kahn is a psychiatrist, he's a psychologist, therapist, an amazing speaker, and he's taken on the spiritual path. That amazing plus, which he's incorporated in his life, makes him be an amazing person. He's a fascinating person, he's a great person, and he changed my life forever. Right, let's get into it. Without further delay, there's no need to delay any further. Let's get into it. Matt Kahn says the following, and you'll see what I mean. Matt Kahn says that if you judge somebody else, you're not whole and complete within yourself. You can't judge somebody else and love yourself at the same time. It's impossible. It's impossible to love yourself and judge somebody at the same time. It's just not, it's like scientifically proven. It's as if it's been scientifically proven and it's like factual, like, when the light is shining, it's bright in the room. Similarly, you cannot judge somebody else and love yourself at the same time. You're not whole and complete if you judge somebody else. It's not possible. You cannot possibly be whole and complete if you judge somebody else. That's point number one, which is fascinating and empowering. It's a goal I'm trying to attain. Point number two, he says, Matt Kahn. He says that there's such a thing as a twin flame. We've all heard of the concept of a twin flame. Yeah, it's a kind of relationship, very close relationship between two partners. Actually, a twin flame is also known as your ex-partner, your ex-husband, your ex-wife. They're your twin flame. What? Jessica, what is that supposed to mean? My ex-husband, my ex-wife? I haven't been speaking to them in 25 years. Please. You don't mean that, do you? I do. I'll explain. Your ex-partner brought up in you every part of yourself which was not complete. The relationship broke down because you weren't getting from that relationship and because you felt that you're being abused or it's just not working, right? So that partner, that ex-partner, has pushed every single button within you and for you to say, okay, it's over now. And very often that twin flame will come after the marriage breaks down and try to punish you in every way possible. They'll take away your money, they'll take away your kids, they'll take away everything from you. Why? Because they're your twin flame. Take it or leave it. Matt Kahn says, you see people go on the spiritual path, spiritual journey, they had a spiritual awakening, and they're forgiving towards everybody, they're so good. Yet when they get to court, dealing with their ex, they've totally forgotten about their spiritual journey, and they're back to square one. He asks, why is that? How could that be? Somebody who has reached a spiritual peak, how could it be that they would arrive in a courtroom and go back to square one? Negativity, ego, etc. How is that even possible? You know what he says? It's the twin flame. It's your twin flame. You got it. Your ex-partner, that one who pushed every single one of your button, that one who's taking away all your money, all your kids, everything you own, that's your twin flame. Yeah. And it's been predestined from a previous contract between the two souls before they got here. Now, yeah, I've been through a lot of that, and for me to hear that was like, oh my God, that is so true. I've known myself that when it comes to my personal matters, I won't get into them, but when it comes to my personal matters pertaining to the arena, yes, I know that my ego gets charged up all over again, and I look in the mirror and I'm like, Jessica, did you see what you just did? Did you see what you just did? Your ego is pumping all over again. Did you see that? And I'm like, oh my God, am I in a spiritual journey? Didn't I start the spiritual journey in order to attain this amazing, amazing success and smashing success along the way? Wasn't that what it was all about? Wasn't that what pushed the catalyst out and made it possible for me to get to the spiritual journey? And last night, I got my answer from Matt Conte. The guy is a genius when it comes to spirituality. The guy is a genius when it comes to psychology. The guy's a genius. He wrote over 8 books. Absolute genius. He says, that's your twin flame. You came here for that contract. You're fighting that ex, otherwise known as your twin flame, because that's what you came here. That's your contract. And your ex will push every single button you got in order to make sure that you do the contract, the work you promised to do on that contract. Now, people who are not on a spiritual journey will say, Jessica, you lost your marbles? Have you lost your marbles? I think you did. What's in reincarnation? What's contract? I didn't make no contracts. I was born in year ... I'm gonna die in year ... I don't know what year I'm gonna die. I came here. This life is very, very important. Very, very heavy. It's very, very serious. I came here. I was born in year ... and I'm gonna die. We're here for nothing. And there's no such thing as a spiritual contract. There's no such thing as a contract between souls. And to that person, I say, thank you. Enjoy yourself. I don't judge you because I'm not here to judge anybody. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your opinion. But I've not lost my marbles. I have found exactly what works for me. And what works for me and what's going to work for a lot of people who I'm going to help along this journey. That's the message today. I also want to carry on and say that, you know what's really interesting? You know what's fascinating? I've been learning to live alone. Yeah. A lot of people never ever learn to live alone. A lot of people believe that somebody else is there to validate them. If somebody else doesn't validate them, they're not valid from within. So that they live alone and they don't care for themselves properly. I've been attaining high levels of self-love. 2 hours of meditation a day. I think you could agree with me that's a deep self-love. 2 hours of meditation a day, plus over an hour of guided meditation with my amazing teacher, Aaron Doherty. I think you could say that's a pretty deep level of self-love. And when you have self-love, you attain amazing success along this journey of life, which is not as heavy as you think it is. You know, a couple of days ago, my friend was telling me that her friend was going to a gender party. It was a woman who was giving birth in a couple of weeks, and she wanted her friends to find out what gender that baby was. I was like, why are people getting all excited about gender? Did they not realize that gender is just a costume? In your previous life, you may have been a different gender. Oh, of course, some people don't believe that there was ever another life. Although I've seen so much proof that there was. But again, people could believe in whatever they want to believe in. They're on their own journey. We all come into this world for our own journeys. And for those of us who never find out anything, I really believe it's just they repeat the cycle again. They'll come back in another incarnation and repeat until they finally figure out that they've come here for a certain path and for a certain purpose and for a certain point. So, like I said, this is my spiritual journey. I'm not pushing anybody on my spiritual journey. It's my spiritual journey. Come along with me. It's pretty exciting and it's pretty cool when you get to realize how amazing life is on the path of spirituality. But right now we've hit the absolute peak. I never thought I'd get this high. This is amazing information which I put out today. That's today's video. Did you enjoy today's video? Press the like button. And feel free to share this video with your friends and family and neighbors or whoever you like. I love you so much. I'm wishing you a great Shabbat. And remember, you count and you're important. I love you.